this is, again, this is not working too good. My stylus is failing me here. We are still going to do one-step equations. But now we're going to institute multiplying and dividing. So here's my little dividing signs. Whoops, not very good, but there we are. Multiplying and dividing. I love teaching this story. Grade 8 knows what I'm talking about. Grade 7, it'll be kind of new to you. Multiplying and dividing. M for multiply, D for divide. Well, M will also stand for the word marriage in my little story. Now I taught you guys bikini law. M stands for marriage, and D stands for divide and for divorce. So I'm going to talk about marriage, divorce today with our equations. Let me give you my first example. 5b equals 30. Okay. Now take a look at who is multiplied together. The 5 and the b are multiplied together. When I say 5b, it means 5 times b in your brain. I'm going to put a lovely heart around them because they just got married. Aren't they a cute couple? So 5 and b are married, 5 and b are multiplied. Well, things didn't last too long. Big, huge fight, yelling and screaming. Someone's going to be kicked out. There'll be a divorce, and divorce stands for division. I signify division by putting a fraction bar, or a divide bar, under each part. Now, we kick the number out. So B tells the number 5, you get your bags and get out of here. So 5 is kicked out. Okay, so being kicked out, being divorced out, being divided out. Through bikini pairing, the 5s cancel out. Now B is all by itself. It's a bachelor now. All by itself in the house. And over here, 30 divided by 5 is 6. Bam. That's called your marriage divorce story. You say who's married, who's multiplied. I divorce them, divide them, bam, you're all done. Pretty fast. Here's number 2. Negative 3x equals 15. Okay. I'll put a little red heart over the married couple. Aren't they a cute couple? Now, mind you, it is not 3 who is married to x. It is negative 3 who is married to x. Well, things didn't last too long. Yelling, screaming, and x tells the negative 3, you get your bags and get out of here. So there goes a negative 3 out the door. We divide each side by negative 3. Now, bring down the x, because the negative 3's cancel out due to bikini pairing. And then over here is 15 divided by negative 3. Negative 5. Mind your signs. You should know about positive divided by negative is a negative number. And last but not least is something like this. Negative 16 equals negative 4y. Now, I'm not going to keep doing hearts every single time, but negative 4 is married to y. So guess who's going to get kicked out? The negative 4. So divide each side by negative 4. Now, y is okay if it's on the right-hand side. And then negative 16 divided by negative 4 is positive 4. Okay, so we've now done the whole marriage, divorce, multiply, divide thing. We pretty much undid what was done. Okay, we've undone what's already been done. That's kind of a weird way of saying that. Let's move on to part 2, though. You're also going to have problems like this. E over 3 equals 9. B over negative 5 equals 7. And x over negative 2 equals negative 1. You separate them. Now, notice what I said. I kind of said it the wrong way on purpose. Okay? I said e over 3. That really wasn't the best mathematical way. What I should have said is e divided by 3 equals 9. Or b divided by negative 5 equals 7. Or x divided by negative 2. And now we're going to undo what has been done. Hope I said that right. So to undo division, you're going to multiply. And guess what two numbers you're going to multiply? The 3 and the 9. And then e equals 27. That was easy enough. How about the second one? Guess what two numbers you're going to multiply to undo division? The negative 5 and the 7. You get negative 35. Hey guys, make sure you're doing the variable equals. That drives me insane when kids don't do that. B equals, E equals. Last but not least is solving for x. You're going to take negative 2 times negative 1, and you better say positive 2, because that is the answer key. Right, now I've given you nice answers, nothing really hard yet. There's going to come a time, though, when you have something kind of like this. 5b equals 3. Oh, marriage, divorce. Okay, so divide by 5s. Now, you got to be careful. There's two things you can do here. I mean, if I was to show this piece on my smartboard to a 5th grader and say, what is that? they would probably say, oh, it's a fraction. 3/5 is a fraction. You're right. So if it kind of looks like a fraction, smells like a fraction, tastes like a fraction, it could be a fraction. Or, if you go into division, I know that 3/5 is 0.6. So B could either be stated as 3/5 or 0.6. So you could have decimals and you could have fractions as answer keys. That usually could happen. All right, now let me bring into the special kind. The special kind. This is when a fraction is married to a variable. I got the long way and I got the short way. This will be the long way. Uh-oh, there's a look who's married. Uh-oh, there's a divorce. They get divorced. I'm going to divide out the 4/7. B tells the 4/7, you get your bags and get out of here. And out goes the 4/7. Right, now, these do cancel out through bikini pairing. Over here is pronounced -28 divided by 4/7. Pretend I was yelling this across the pod to Mr. Reyes. Hey, Mr. Reyes, write this on your whiteboard for your kids to see. 28 divided by 4/7. My guess is this. Mr. Reyes would write it the way I taught him. Yes, he was my student many, many years ago. -28 divided by 4/7. My guess is that Mr. Reyes would write the problem out horizontally, not vertically. And then, yes, Mr. Reyes did learn bikini law, by the way. So he would do -28, keep it, change it, flip it. That's meant to say times 7/4. I messed it up. And then he would do bikini pairing. 4 and 28 can be divided by 4s. Here's my 1, my 7. And he would multiply and say -7 times 7 is 49. Negative 49. And therefore his answer key was B equals -49. Now that's the long method. That's me yelling across the room to Mr. Reyes, and Mr. Reyes writing out the horizontal way, and instituting keep it, change it, flip it, and bikini pairing. He knows it all. Here's a shortcut method. I'll write the same exact problem. This is the way I do it when I have a math problem. Whenever a fraction is married to a variable, I don't do the whole, hey, Mr. Reyes thing. I do something like keep it, change it, flip it, but I do it all within one step. Here's my big multiplication signs, the dots. I flip the fraction and say 7/4. And then through bikini pairing, 7s cancel out, the 4s cancel out, and now B is all by itself. And then I do my bikini pairing on the other side. I still get -49. Well, you choose one you like better. I like this better. It's less work. It's quicker. It gets right to the answer key. So that's how I do my problem when I'm doing a big, long answer key. I'll give another example of this. Let me do 3/5 is married to B equals 15. Something just quick and simple. Okay. This only applies if you have a fraction married to a variable. I'm going to kind of use the keep it, change it, flip it. First I do a big multiplication symbol on both sides, and then I flip the fraction. See, 5/3, 5/3. Cancel, 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 cancel. B equals. Do some bikini pairing, divide by 3, divide by 3, and I get exactly 25. Abracadabra, that is the quick and easy way. You decide what you like better, but I want you fluent when it's a plain number. Let's go back to screen. When it's a plain number married to a variable, like my first couple of problems, and here they are. Oops, and doing keep it, change it, flip it, and you just have to know, when do I divide, when do I multiply, when do I keep it, change it, flip it. You kind of have to know all those things. Alright guys, so this is the second part of one-step equation using multiplying and dividing, or dividing. So you've learned adding and subtracting, and now this has been multiplying and dividing. And I think I'm just about done. Alright guys, peace out. Bye.